Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Wait, let's see
I
what
don't
is
care
real
if anybody
time.
agrees with me, bro. As a man who is a citizen of the United States of America, I don't want the president tweeting out memes where he has these red lasers in his eyes. Meanwhile, we got things just happening all over the world. I want a strong leader who's not fucking farming impressions.
No, I love this. I love this. I love this. He's like, I think a lot of people on Twitter will get mad at this, but this is so surprisingly normal of a take. Silly to get mad at this when there's like a million things to get mad at Biden over. Normal dude who browses Twitter, doesn't give a shit about politics. This is the same exact opinion that like so many apolitical people had about Trump. Not everyone gives a shit about politics in the same way that we do. America is a liberal country. I mean liberal in the political theory. Okay, not liberalism in the way that it's been bastardized by like American culture or whatever. I'm talking like everything that we do, we add on and like additional aesthetics to make it seem like we have differences in opinion or whatever. But ultimately, everyone is basically a liberal at the end of the day. So liberalism is, for those of you who don't know, liberalism obviously centers around protecting private ownership of property, private property rights, that sort of thing. It is relatively progressive. If the prior formation is feudalism, right? it's progressive for, you know, the 18th, 19th century was very progressive, very good, good step in the right direction. Definitely kind of outdated for now, for our time, our day and age. This is the most like apolitical center-left approach to politics from afar. And the most apolitical center-right approach was literally saying the same thing about Donald Trump. Ultimately, though, who gives a fuck?
I want to know this motherfucker's behind closed doors working his ass off to make the country better, not farm.
Again, see? That's what I mean. He thinks like Joe Biden is the one who's fucking tweeting. Or even Joe Biden is the person who's like single-handedly, oh, Obama! She almost killed Obama. Yeah. The idea that like Joe Biden is like doing anything at all is pretty funny. The idea that Joe Biden, even if he wasn't tweeting, is like technically secretly running the country, also funny, not so secretly. Biden's the leader of the free world, memeing about the Super Bowl while the U.S. is falling apart. When you start paying taxes, see this guy is the guy running our country. It drives me nuts. I don't care if it's a social media manager. I don't want the account, him or anyone representing his office farming impressions, making light of the incredible amount of work to be done to fix all the issues of the country is beyond frustrating. And I don't care if you agree or anyone else for that matter. The irony, of course, is that there are correct reasons to be like Biden is like senile, like the Democrats are doing a horrible job overall. There are so many real things to get mad at, but it's always funny when like I see someone who is relatively apolitical, but like obviously has class interest and is like a rich person, get mad at a thing like this. You know what I mean? But from the completely irrelevant framework of like, well, I don't like the aesthetics of this. It's the same principle behind people getting mad at Trump tweeting, right? When you are rich, there aren't more pressing issues to interrogate than what's being tweeted. Yes. Can you explain what the picture is supposed to be and do? I'm so confused. Oh, shit. I forgot. God damn it. Sorry, guys. I forgot that there's a lot of normies here. There was a meme called Dark Brandon. Okay. Friend of the show, Edinger Mentum, claims he invented it, but actually, there's a darker past for Dark Brandon. It actually came out of China. The American president as this scary figurehead that actually is doing a tremendous amount of work that is like, it was basically making fun of Joe Biden and making fun of the right-wingers who think he's this like terrifying figure. They call him Brandon, which by the way, the image description literally says Dark Brandon, which means that the intern straight up called Joe Biden Brandon. It started off with a NASCAR race. Okay, here it is.
Thank you to all of our partners. Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang back those first two stages and just...
Like, they're very clearly screaming, fuck Joe Biden, and then the reporter says like, oh, let's go. They're saying, let's go, Brandon. So there's two different memes merging here. Okay, so the Dark Brandon meme basically came from that. So basically, when you hear someone say like "Let's go Brandon," still to this day, they're just trying to say "fuck Joe Biden," but in a, I guess, polite way, which is stupid. That's where that meme comes from. And then they basically leaned into this, like, the older Biden has become in the eyes of the public, and the older Biden has become physically, right? The more they've like leaned into this meme of like Dark Brandon. Now, it doesn't make sense though when you're the one doing the meme, because the origination of the meme itself was to make fun of Joe Biden and also to make fun of those who think Joe Biden is this like terrifying figurehead who is like a communist, right? People were claiming, the right wing was claiming that Travis Kelce is sponsored by Pfizer. And, Taylor Swift, who had previously endorsed Joe Biden against Donald Trump in the past election cycle, is a 34-year-old liberal woman for understandable reasons. And so the conservatives were trying to basically turn this into like a culture war issue, right? Everyone was saying like Joe Biden is going to rig the Super Bowl. Joe Biden is going to rig the Super Bowl. I myself obviously leaned into it as well because it's really funny to think that like the Joe Biden would rig the Super Bowl or that the Super Bowl was rigged. But as the right wing leading up to the Super Bowl was claiming that the Super Bowl was going to be rigged and that like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were going to come out after Travis Kelce wins the Super Bowl with a touchdown himself, even though that didn't happen. The last touchdown or whatever, he was going to, Taylor Swift was going to say, vote Joe Biden, which is a pure, fantastical, very silly idea that could only be cooked up by the most schizophrenic conservatives. But now that's just mainstream politics, okay? But Joe Brandon came out as soon as the fucking the Kansas City Chiefs won, said, just like we drew it up. This, in my opinion, is going to probably cause a bunch more people to genuinely lose their minds. It is obviously just a joke. Yes, of course is a joke. Obviously is a joke. What do you mean? No, I don't really think Joe Brandon cooked up the fucking Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up, liberal chatters. Jesus Christ. But my favorite part of this is that I think personally, right-wing reactionaries who are already at the precipice of snapping, this is their 13th reason why. I'm going to talk about the Super Bowl commercials because there were a lot of commercials that were absolutely insane, including like the Jesus AI ones. There were a couple moments that I thought were really funny. So everything that obviously you guys watched, right-wingers watched as well on TV, except they watched from the lens of being absolutely schizophrenic. Okay? Like completely insane. One of the things obviously is the most common meta of the Super Bowl being scripted, but this time it was scripted for the purposes of allowing Travis Kelce and also Taylor Swift and Joe Brandon of achieving victory in the upcoming election, right? They're so deeply disturbed in the brain that like they're hallucinating without any additional drugs, which I think can be cool, right? If Travis Kelce did what it looks like and shoved his coach in anger, he should be benched for the game. Like, dude, you're just a fucking pussy, dude. You are such a goddamn pussy. Like, what do you mean? How is this even aligned with your supposed like right-wing aesthetics? Like, you're the macho alpha man. He needs to be benched. He yelled at his coach. He needs to be benched immediately. He could have killed him. It's like, dude, this is so soy. You're such a bitch. You are such a fucking bitch, dude. Okay? You're such a bitch. He's just a Niners fan. No, he's not even a Niners fan. He's trying to do culture war shit. Swifties, how do you feel about this? Does Travis Kelce's violent outburst worry you? If he'd assault a 65-year-old man on live TV, what might he be capable of with Taylor Swift when the cameras aren't rolling? Like, this is the type of tweet that you would get from, like, someone who is obviously, one, mentally unwell, okay, but on the Radlib side. Like, this is literally some woke-ass bullshit, dude. But obviously, the well it goes far beyond. We get it now. It's good versus evil, not Republicans versus Democrats. Remember, good always prevails over evil. It just takes time for evil to make their mistakes. They're even mad at Taylor Swift chugging beer, dude. What the fuck? Taylor Swift, the whitest woman alive, chugging a goddamn beer at the fucking Super Bowl is supposed to be something that is like made for conservative fantasy. Oh, yeah, what a real role model. How to shug a beer on live TV. You think this woman named Tara didn't slam a fucking brewski before she posted that? This woman lives on menthol cigarettes and Bud Light, okay? She was legitimately devastated that she had to switch over to another fucking version of cheap piss when Bud Light came out as pro-trans. My mom praying when the Chiefs were about to win because she thinks them winning means Biden is president again. I can't. I mean, listen, this is fucking not real, okay? I wish it was, though. Breaking, Tucker Carlson vows that if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and validate the attention Taylor Swift is getting for the games, I'm going to kill myself. I wish that was a real thing that Tucker Carlson said. It would make me so much happier. I found your new favorite hog talking about the Super Bowl.
So, are we going back to segregation? Because what's up with the black national anthem being played at NFL? What's next? The Chinese one? The Romanian one?
What the fuck? Wait, what? The Romanian one?
The Latino one? What? Why?
The famous countries, black, Latino, Romanian, Chinese. He's not German, dude. He's definitely somewhere from the Balkans.
I'm gonna be like, that's not happening. I'm gonna bring you receipts.
I think he's probably Romanian.
So don't even try. Like, why? This is for everybody on the left. Why are you so hell-bent to divide us even more? Why can't we be one nation under God? This great experiment that America...
Oh my God, he saw a cop. You know his ass saw a cop.
Right?
Look.
And continue, learn from the mistakes of the past. And continue this great experiment that America...
Yeah, you can see it. That's so sick. I don't even know what the black national anthem is. Like, I don't know what he was talking about. Lift every voice and sing. Andre Day sang it last night. Oh, I thought he was talking about like Usher's halftime show or something. That's so funny. I don't know. I thought he was either talking about one, the halftime show, or B, a black person singing or the national anthem or something. I don't know who sang the national anthem, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm mad making this video, so I may say something offensive, okay? So excuse my language. So y'all, what the fuck is black national anthem? What if I demanded Asian national anthem? And what if some of y'all demanded white national anthem?
He said, what about a white national anthem? It's like, yeah, it's just called the national anthem, dog. This guy's awesome. Why are these all like first gen immigrants? I mean, I guess they've integrated. It's perfect. There is no better example of cultural assimilation that happens instantaneously than like having a Vietnamese dude who normally would be like hate crimed, okay? Be like, no, we should be doing hate crimes, actually. How else could you get more American, dude?
Because that's bullshit, okay? That's divisive, okay? I don't like the divisiveness. We are one race only, which is human race, okay? Black America, do you want to be separated from the rest of the country? I don't think so, right? We have only one national anthem, which is the Star Spangled Banner. That's it. Can we just watch sports, yo? Like, which out?
Yeah, dude. Famously non-political Super Bowl, okay, with an ad directly for like continuing Israel's genocide, please. Paid for basically by the American government, and then coming back into those funds coming back into the United States. And then beyond that, we had an RFK Jr. ad. Every part of the Super Bowl is fucking political, man. It's just that there is no better example that political only means not the dominant status quo politics. It's no different than like when gamers think that Call of Duty is not political, but like having a woman in a video game is. Okay? It's of course it's politics. The NFL's politics up and down.
How are y'all dealing with the reality, the actual reality?
Let's talk about what I observed yesterday during number 58. You know what 58 is. Now, see, I didn't partake in it, I observed what was happening. There's a difference. When you partake, you're joining in. When you're observing, you're watching what's taking place. Didn't you love how all of the fraudulent celebrities were pushing Bud Light like they were pushing the jab 2 years ago? And how many people predicted that the Chiefs would win? I did. I mean, the writing was on the wall with neon graffiti that Helen Keller, if she was alive today before Ann Sullivan, would see that the Chiefs were going to win. And don't you love how they're trying to make Miss Swifty Swift look so cool when the camera was on her and she's chugging down that drink and slamming it on the table, showing all the young people across the country how cool she is because her and Kelsey are about to hit the campaign trail with old shit pants? Yeah, that was planned. Orchestrated.
Hell yeah, brother. Most normal conservative. God, I love conservatives.
And executed. We all know that. I didn't watch. We don't want them sucking energy from me or anybody else. Energy harvesting. Yeah, that was part of it too. There's no mysteries anymore. It's planned. There's no who's going to win. We all know at this point because they're not even hiding their devilish deeds anymore. Instinctually sound folks are simply not falling for this bullshit that they're not even hiding anymore. And if you're still believing that these people are great and the government's great and these celebrities are so wonderful, you're an idiot. Ciao, ciao.
There is no way that I heard on my way back from taking a piss and this fucking incredibly conservative rant with a chow chow. What the fuck? I must have not heard it correctly.
That these people are great and the government's great and these celebrities are so wonderful, you're an idiot. Ciao, ciao.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Of course the Super Bowl was rigged. Life is nothing but a game, and we're not playing in it. Once you overstand the rules to the Matrix, you will look at life completely different. Remember, they have to use numbers. They always use numbers to get out their message. Patrick Mahomes.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. This is mental illness. Like, it's just mental illness. Like, this is a medical condition masquerading as like political commentary. Could this be religious psychosis? I mean, it's definitely not mental clarity. It's the opposite of that.
Mahomes have 333 passing yards. Hartman catches the winning touchdown. 1 + 2 is 3. He scores the winning touchdown when there's 3 seconds left on the clock. Patrick Mahomes wins his 3rd Super Bowl. The halftime score was 3-10-13. I made a video trying to warn people that the end of this year actually was 1-2-3, 1-2-3, a mirror reality. But it's a much deeper.
I mean, this is the final stage. When you're doing like numerology stuff like this, you're just completely out of control, you know?
Message when it comes to these games that these people play. The reason why number 3 was so powerful in the Super Bowl is because we live in a 3rd dimension. What people don't understand is this old world is actually collapsing. They was trying to tell you they're about to get rid of the old system. It goes back to the pyramid. There are 3 points to a pyramid because you need 3 points to make things manifest. You need the good, the bad, and you get the outcome. The 49ers represented the gold that was stole from the original people on this land. And the Chiefs was actually the native people to this land. They're letting you know they're about to take the land. So many people are mad like the Super Bowl was rigged. It was scripted. Let me tell you something. Your entire life is a script.
This is what happens when you paywall healthcare. That's it. Yeah, just wake up already, dude. What are you doing, dumbass?
Taylor's lucky number, which bodes very well for the Chiefs.
Super Bowl 58, 5 + 8 is 13. February 11th, 2-11,
my God.
13. Versus the 49ers, 4-9.
Oh my God.
13. 1 seed versus 3 seed, 13.
Oh my God.
Brock Purdy's jersey
Anyone's
number.
putting money on the Niners at this point?
Yeah.
You're fighting God. You're fighting God herself.
I like that jokes like this are virtually indistinguishable from like real opinions held by people at this stage.
I've already got plans to watch the Super Bowl this year because it's very exciting. I do not know anything about football. Also, my dad, he's a big 49ers fan, so it's kind of exciting because I'm rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs and my dad is rooting for the 49ers, and I'm actually going to watch the Super Bowl this year, okay? I messaged Cutie yesterday and I said, can we watch the Super Bowl together, fellow Swifties? And she said, I'm having a party Come over. Yes! Are you rooting for the Chiefs or are you rooting for Travis? No, I'm rooting for the Chiefs, okay? Patrick Mahomes. Is that how I say it? Anyways, I don't watch football. I watched 1 year, the Patriots versus something. It was the most boring thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, people have been like, name 3 Chiefs players, fuck you. The gender crossover.
I just want to formally apologize to every man that I've ever rolled my eyes at for screaming at the TV during a fucking football game. Because the noise that came out of me when the Kansas City Chiefs won. What a fucking show! Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I never watched football before, because that was... Anyways, to all my boys, I'm so sorry that I made fun of you. Like, I completely get it now. I'm one of you!
Anyway, I'm losing my mind a little bit. Okay, this is not exactly a good representation for women being into sports. Okay.
49er fan is sad. It was a great game, like Steven said, and it was so clear to me that women are very much a targeted demographic for football ads. Guys, there was a lengthy ad right before kickoff about...
I just want to point out that 85% of consumer choices are made by women in the United States of America. 85% women be shopping is not only a stereotype, but also very much real. Like, there is empirical evidence to show that. So, of course, the NFL loves that. Women make the household consumer purchase decisions in general. So, it's just the fucking truth. It's the undeniable truth. Women own the American economy. RFK Jr. came out with an ad or a pack that I guess is owned by the guy who was the LimeWire guy who loves RFK Jr. He came out with a pro RFK Jr. ad for the Super Bowl. I feel like they could have done a better job.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through? A man who's old enough to know
and young enough to do?
Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's strictly up to you.
American Value 2024 is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
This is based off of JFK's old ads? Yeah, I know, man. What? What are you talking about? I know. That's why it literally says, vote Democratic, Kennedy for president. No, they just took the ad, did the worst motion tracking you've ever seen on the ad. Basically, all the ads this year are like this, by the way. They're just like, it's just like, in some instances, like weird AI shit, okay? In other instances, it's just like really bad, really ham-fisted. Like they crammed in the last second, it seems like. The Pfizer one looked like fucked up AI too. Yeah, I thought so too. And I personally think that this is really going to do numbers, dude. Christianity's coming back in a big way, okay? No way, that's the actual... What? Wait. Okay, this part is like really funny too, because this is like a I think a gay black person and this like a Christian person like going extra hard on washing this person's foot. He washed feet. It's an actual thing for Catholics to do in Easter, but not this level of cringe. Wow. The feet are so fucked up by the AI. So was this AI art or not? Because it looked like it was AI art, but maybe it's not. Because look, I'm looking at the feet and it looks kind of like it might be AI, but anyway, I thought it was real weird. And then these brain dead fucks like Ollie London said that they're trying to make Christianity woke, by the way, even though it's fucking paid for by the Hobby Lobby.